today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's a special Thanksgiving Day presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Minshew, 1st and 10. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup.
The numbers for Travis Kelce last week. 6 catches, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working out of the gun. Love. He dumps this off to Matt. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Defensively, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So,
and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You say, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Well, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked somewhere else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Jair Alexander.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
3rd and 8.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And it's complete to Kelsey. The 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Travis Kelsey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference. Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37.
2 yards.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
A gain of 12.
Right back to him on first down. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Ball carrier. The tackle by Jelani Savai.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. Mack's got the first down and then so. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Well, partner, that's one of the problems when you sell out to stop the run on 3rd and short. Sometimes you break that initial wall and you go a long way.
So how do you prevent it?
That's tough to do. That really is tough to do. And one of the things offenses like to do nowadays in practice, you know, they do a lot of working against equal numbers. They'll start putting more and more numbers on defense and just telling the offensive guys.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. Becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Makes the score, Colts.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On 2nd and 9, Minshew. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Minshew sacked. A 7-yard loss brings up third.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Score Colts 21, Lions 14.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Now Minshew has it knocked downfield. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. And the Colts are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get a 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it.
And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here again comes Gardner Minshew. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally.
2nd and 7.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Minshew sets to throw. The kicker here is complete. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. He'll get 3 up to midfield. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Pick up of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
Intended for Travis Kelce.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this 1st half.
No, not at all, and I understand why they look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
First down.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Justin Jefferson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Lions 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretary lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on first down is Minshew. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, Minshew looking to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. It'll be Minshew again. This pass caught at the 4. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and goal. At the 4-yard line.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. About a half yard from the end zone. 3rd and goal. Now Minshew. Breaks a tackle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2.
Intercepted by the Colts. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation,
and that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
how did they get that done?
Zane Gonzalez lining up.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
Sam Sloman sets.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Love from the gun. He's going to loft one deep left. That's caught at the 25. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Colts just continue to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are in for 6. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Colts to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Knocks him over. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's into the clear. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 4th touchdown on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. 25-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready.
Down the numbers. There he goes. 20, 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are in for 6. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. But one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
35 yards that time on the punt, and the Lions will take over.
27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On 2nd and 12, Minshew, short throw, hauled in by Kelsey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit.
At the 38-yard line.
Here's Minshew. Open man here, Sims complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Final minute now of the third quarter.
2nd and 6.
From just shy of midfield, Minshew, a throw taken in by Sims. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And loose football, the ball comes out. The Colts pick it up, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Trey Flowers there on the tackle. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he will be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
1st down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he
is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Their 49-yard line.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Minshew sacked.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he needed to get to the midfield strike, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
I got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Going to give this time to the tailback.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. That one looks like he'll throw here. This one brought in by Jefferson. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards. So tough to cover a big tight end like that.
It changes the chalk, as one of my coaches like to say, meaning the normal things don't apply. All right, used to say, okay, there's a tight end going out. We're either going to put a big linebacker on him or maybe a safety and call it a day. Now, because of the strength of that position and the sheer number of catches that they make as well as their dexterity, sometimes you have to put a cornerback on him because he might be the prime.
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 20-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Indianapolis, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0